Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you for all of your support, all of your likes, all of your shares, all of your comments. If you are interested in a private reading, please just click on my website. I do have it linked below in the description bar. Lastly, I am on social media, so I am now on Facebook. If you're interested in liking my page on Facebook, please do. I am also on Instagram, and if you are interested in receiving a daily Oracle guidance message, I do draw and upload a daily Oracle guidance card every single day to my Instagram account. So if you're interested in that, then please head over and follow me on Instagram. Oh, and one last thing, for these general tarot forecasts, you should always be sure to watch not only your sun sign, but also your moon sign and your rising sign. If you happen to not know what your moon or rising sign are, I do have linked in the description bar below a website that actually can calculate that for you for free. So I wish you all a wonderful week. Just stay tuned for the reading. Hi Taurus, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of June 20th through the 26th. This is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising signs. Alright, Taurus. So at the bottom of the deck, I have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, for some Taurians, this Knight of Pentacles could be another earth sign that's quite significant this week that's around you. And the Knight of Pentacles can also represent an offer. This could be information coming to you. This could be an offer coming to you. For some of you, maybe it's an offer on a home or an offer for a new job or some sort of opportunity that could be coming to you this week. And then for other Taurians, this is a slower paced forward moving energy. So you're moving forward. Maybe for some Taurians, you know, there's some sort of new beginning or some sort of goal that you have. And this is you slowly but surely making progress, slowly but surely getting there. And that's actually really positive because the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight who is always, I should say, always quite successful. He always reaches his goal and he's always successful. The other knights tend to rush right in, or they're not, they don't plan as much as they should, and so maybe the final outcome isn't what they thought it would be, or you know, perhaps they're just not simply successful. But this particular knight is always successful. So for some Taurians, you're simply approaching a goal, slowly but surely making progress. And then for other Taurians, this of course could be, I'm sensing another earth sign that might be significant this week, or even an offer or information coming through. It could be an offer or a communication coming from another earth sign. Very interesting spread here. The overall energy for the entire week, Taurus, is the Knight of Swords. So this particular knight wants to charge forward. He wants to charge ahead. He wants to move quickly. So that's really what I'm sensing is for some Taurians, this is you wanting something to happen quickly. You want to move with something. You want to charge forward quickly. But maybe with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, maybe you're not able to move forward quickly. And you're just moving at a slower pace. And then for others, you know, this is things happening quickly. This is you actually being able to charge forward. And maybe it's because you've, you know, planned out the details. The Knight of Pentacles here is a planner. He's very strategic. He plans out all of the details and all of the steps before moving forward. So, you know, maybe some Taurians, maybe you've planned everything out, and you've really spent a lot of time making plans and going over the details, and now maybe you're able to move forward. I did pull an additional clarity card, and we do have the Four of Swords here. Now the Four of Swords can be a healing energy, But also, this could be for some Taurians, you spending time alone, recharging your batteries, just catching up on your rest, recovering as well. This could be you just recovering from maybe an illness. Let's see. But also, the Knight of Swords sometimes can represent a bit of a confusing energy. And then the Four of Swords can be an energy where it can represent sometimes when the energy is at rest, when you're having to wait for something. So for some Taurians, if you've been dealing with some sort of challenging situation, I do see healing coming to you. And for some Taurians, you might retreat, you might decide to just go off on your own and just relax, to be honest, because we do have the Five of Swords here as well. And the Five of Swords can represent, fives represent change, but they also represent a challenging energy. So for some of you, this is maybe some challenging people or a challenging person or some sort of challenging energies that you might have been experiencing. For me, the Five of Swords is also a bit of an aggressive energy. For some Taurians, this can be you being a bit aggressive, wanting to charge forward with something. This can be you putting your foot down, to be honest. This can be and you saying, no more, I'm not going to deal with this. And that could be why we have this healing energy. And you're moving towards maybe seeking some solitude, going off on your own and healing. This will be for some Taurians watching this, because there's so many people watching this. For some of you, this will be you maybe drawing a line in the sand and saying, I'm not dealing with maybe a particular situation anymore. And what's interesting is we also have the Star here on the other side. So whatever is taking place, just know, Taurus, that you have this wonderful energy around you. This is you being divinely guided towards new beginnings. But I feel like being divinely guided away from whatever this challenge has been for you, whatever these challenging energies are. This is divine guidance. This is your angels, your spirit guides around you, leading you and guiding you towards new beginnings, because we have the Empress underneath the Star. But the Star also represents you needing to be positive, needing to have hope, needing to keep the faith. So if you're a Taurian that has been experiencing some challenging energies, this is you definitely needing to keep the faith. If you feel the need, Taurus, to retreat and to go off on your own, do that. No matter how this is affecting you, if you feel that, you need to do that because it's going to serve you well and it's going to help you heal from whatever this is. Underneath the Star, we have the Empress, which is that incredibly fertile energy. This is you being creative, quite passionate, maybe coming up with lots of creative ideas or plans for yourself. And the Empress is really that very fruitful, rewarding energy. So, you know, she represents birth, new beginnings. You need to keep the faith. You need to be positive when it comes to a new beginning, because you will be successful. If there's some sort of new beginning or project that you're trying to get started, or some sort of beautiful new beginning that you're trying to, you know, bring into your life, maybe you're slowly but surely getting there, and you need to keep the faith. You need to be positive. She represents a beautiful energy, a wonderfully rewarding energy. So whatever is started while you have this energy around you, Taurus, it will be incredibly rewarding for you. So you know, any creative projects or endeavors that you start at this time, I feel like you will find them to be incredibly rewarding. But what's interesting, and I don't see this too often, what's interesting, Taurus, is I have the Empress and then I have the Emperor, which I do see the Emperor many times as either an Aries or a Taurus. So for many of you Taurian women who are watching this, this is your energy. And then I do have this Emperor sitting here as well. And so for some Taurians watching this, this is talking about a relationship. And what I'm really getting here is you are being divinely guided. If you're single and you want to meet someone. This is you perhaps being divinely guided towards this individual. And maybe there could have been some challenges keeping you apart from someone, or challenging energies that you might have had to deal with up until this point for some Taurians. But I do see you actually being divinely guided towards another person here, towards, this can be, you know, a relationship taking place here, or a romantic partnership that's maybe coming about this week for some Taurians. For other Taurians, this can definitely be you and your spouse. If you've been experiencing some challenges within your relationship, you need to keep the faith. You definitely are going to be receiving that divine assistance. There's healing that's coming in, that's taking place. There's healing that's coming to these challenges. I do think that your relationship is going to improve. For those single Tauruses who are single, get out and mingle. Get out and socialize, because you will be divinely guided towards meeting that person. I also have the Lovers card here, which can be that very strong attraction with the Empress and the Lovers here. This can be, you know, for some Taurians, if you are meeting someone, this can be that very magnetic attraction, that very physical attraction where you're both, I feel, both just very much attracted to each other. And for some Taurians, this is interesting that I'm getting this, but, you know, hey, I'm getting it. For some Taurians, maybe you've been dreaming about a particular individual, because I also have the Seven of Cups here. And this can be that kind of dreamy, fantasizing type of energy, where you could have been fantasizing about a particular individual. And honestly, with the Knight of Swords here, I see you charging right towards them, to be honest. But I think that you should take it slowly. With the Knight of Pentacles here, this person might be coming into your life quickly, but with the Knight of Pentacles here, I'm sensing that you Taurus need to move at a slower pace. You need to move at a slower pace. You need to take caution. With the Knight of Pentacles, he's a very cautious knight. You don't want to get into something too quickly and then be disappointed. You definitely want to take it slow. And with this energy here, like I mentioned, it can be that magnetic kind of energy. So yeah, you just definitely want to slow it down. You don't want to rush right into something. And now for other Taurians, the Empress can simply represent, yes, your energy, you're going to be incredibly creative, but also she represents that new beginning. And the Emperor can be your energy as well, where, you know, he is the authority figure. This can be you taking control of a new beginning, of a project, you moving forward with maybe some sort of project or new beginning. The Lovers card can represent a decision that maybe you've been waiting on, or dreaming of, desiring. This could be a decision coming through. The Emperor represents success. So this will bring in success. Whatever new beginning that you're charging towards, whatever new project or new beginning that is starting this week for you, Taurus, you will be successful with this. For some of you, it does involve a decision. And then for others, this could be like a business partnership. There might be a relationship that's quite significant. And what's interesting is I also have the Hierophant here. So for some of you, this is your married partner, your spouse. Again, if you've been experiencing challenges with this person, I see healing coming in. And then if you are meeting someone, Taurus, this week, I really truly feel like you should take things slow. Don't just charge right in. I feel like things are going to be happening fast no matter what. And this can be a bit of that, you know, confusing energy as well. But if you just slow it down, you know, you are a Taurian, you are an earth sign. If you get grounded and just kind of slow it down, or slow yourself down, and just really start to plan for the future, just get grounded. I feel like this could really, you know, have the potential, Taurus. This could be, this relationship might have the potential for, you know, marriage, or just a long-term partnership with the Hierophant here. The Hierophant represents commitment, marriage, or just committed partnerships. And with the Seven of Wands, this is an interesting energy, because this is that warrior spirit. This is you standing firm, standing your ground with something, standing firmly with what it is that you want. So for some Taurians, maybe this is your partner. Maybe you want to get married. Maybe you want to take your relationship to the next level. And I see you wanting this very much. You just need to remain hopeful. You need to remain positive. You will, I believe, get that commitment. You will get to that goal. If marriage is your goal, you will get there. With the Knight of Pentacles, it just might be happening at a slower pace. Let me draw you an additional guidance card. Overall, Taurus, I think it's going to be a great week for you. Financially, I think it's going to be a good week. For some Taurians, you might be receiving some sort of offer or opportunity. And I see success. I see success all around you, honestly. I see, you know, that beautiful divine energy all around you. You definitely need to keep the faith. With the Hierophant and the Star card here, Taurus, you definitely need to keep the faith. You know, if you're a Taurus who has been worried about your partnership or your relationship, you definitely need to keep the faith. And I feel like for many of you, you know, so far from what I'm seeing with this, you know, this particular week forecast for many of the signs, is love is in the air. I don't know what's going on astrologically, but love is in the air for many signs, many people. So if you're single and you want to meet someone, honestly, get out there. All right. Some additional guidance for Taurus for this upcoming week. Israel, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. Very nice, Taurus. So I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I hope you have a great week, Taurus. Take care.